Start in Shanghai.
Feeling confident after a good preparation over the winter.
And Ralph runs on the inside. Wow. First blood, Alex Young. Away we go. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Taiwan.
And the Fast and Furious gang are back in action.
Oh, that's close.
Sometimes you just got to take the points.
Malaysia.
Alex Young takes the inside line and lead. Round 9 of the Audi R8 LMS Cup.
Japan, the land of the rising sun. Carnage on the first turn.
Marshall going to make it stick. Sparks fly, literally.
Can Marshall do it? It's the Shanghai Showdown. Alex Young careering away. Ralph Wright. Alex, oh, that's a calamitous error.
And the end only came down to 1 point, huh? So thrilled.
Welcome to the 5th season of the Audi R8 LMS Cup here at Shanghai International Circuit. Alex Young is trying to make it 3 in a row, but we have lots of familiar faces and new talents, all trying their best to stop him. This is a new season. We have new drivers, new circuits, but also we have a new car. Let's check it out.
The new R8 GT3 car is quite a big improvement over last year. It looks a lot better, looks a lot more racy. So that's made it more fun to drive. Because driving a car with a lot of downforce is always a lot of fun. Now, as you can see, the car is empty. There's no passenger seat, there's no soundproofing, there's no radio, there's no aircon. Let's try and make it as light as possible. And of course, we've got a roll cage to make it nice and strong and to protect the drivers. For the back, we've got a 5.2 litre V10. Produces about 580 horses. It's a lot of horsepower. The gearbox is mounted to the back of it, and then it powers obviously the rear tires. It's rear-wheel drive, obviously. Now look at the size of this rear wing. It's very big. It's produced a lot of downforce again. And when we are going at about 270 kilometers per hour, we certainly need as much downforce as possible to keep the car sticking to the ground. Now over to the cockpit. Come on inside into my office. So, as you can see, it's a tight squeeze. But it's supposed to be nice and tight, so we're nice and secure. 6-point harness to keep us secure in the car and keep us safe. Bare minimum what we need. The steering wheel is actually quite fun. You can see we got it's a paddle shift, so gear up, gear down. Clutches on the steering wheel, so it's just like a Formula 1 car. It's pretty cool. Got the pages for the dash. The dash is here. Got traction control. Got ABS. Overall, the car's quite a bit faster than last year. It's also a lot more challenging to drive. But it's the same for everyone, and I'm really looking forward to this first race because no one knows what's going to happen. That's pretty much my office, so nice having you here.
An engineer, racing engineer.
I have no idea.
A farmer?
That would be a car dealer.
Helicopter pilot.
Yeah, exotic dancer sounds good. No?
I like Shanghai, the circuit, because it has everything in. So you have to be a good driver on braking, you have to get used on late braking, but then you have to be brave in quick corners where you have to carry a lot of speed through. We have hairpins where you have to brake late, brake hard, so it's a combination of everything. For me, the three important points on the circuit are: first, corner number 1, because there you have to still brake late, but you have to carry a lot of speed into and carry a lot of speed through the corners. Then another important corner is 7-8. It's a combination, a quick left-hand corner going into a quick right-hand corner. Even there, it's fourth gear. You have still there to carry a lot of speed into it. It's really quick with the new car. You can feel the aerodynamic through there. And another important point is turn 14. It's the last hairpin, so there you really have to brake late, brake hard, but still making sure that you're not getting into ABS. There it's a really nice opportunity for overtaking maneuvers. I really like the Shanghai circuit because I did well in the past. I was already successful, and when you have been successful on a track, for sure you like it and you want to do even better. So it would be nice to get the win again, or at least get on podium again.
Season 2016 of the Audi R8 LMS Cup got underway in wet conditions, and it was the young drivers, the new drivers to the Cup, like Alessio Picariello. You can see him sideways there, really working hard to get a time. Rahel Frey had been quick through unofficial testing, and she was right there when the time counted. Unlucky for reigning champion Alex Young and the man who he beat to the title last year by 1 point, Frankie Cheng, they didn't have the luck. There's Jeffrey Lee, very experienced campaigner in any conditions, but at the end of the day, it was Martin Rump. He took Super Pole and the top spot.
Car for me is completely new. Wet tires, wet conditions. It's quite a challenge to learn everything all in one session, but I think we executed it well.
So Martin Rump will start the opening round of the season on pole position. Alongside him, Yuichi Nakayama. Then it's Rahel Frey and Alessio Picariello. Marchi Lee will start alongside Aditya Patel, then Jan Kishiel and Alex Young. KOU and Frankie Cheng will round out row 5. AM-class frontrunner Johnson Huang will lead row 6 from Jeffrey Lee, Mark Chung, Vincent Florendo, Jasper Tong, Sun Jing Zhu, Rick Yoon and Kevin Chen. After the rain of qualifying, it was a dry start, a rolling start to race 1, and it was a torrid affair on the run down to turn 1. Riding on board with Frankie Cheng, you could see just how much work was going on in front of him. 5 wide at one point. Marchi Lee fires through to take position 2 away behind Martin Rump, but behind him, Rahel Frey's under attack from the 2 young KCMG drivers. She manages to get through on 1, and here she has to fire up the inside of front row starter Nakayama to take the position back and lock in behind Marchi Lee. Then it was another lesson for the youngsters, this time Picariello battling with Alex Young on the run down to turn 11. Picariello looked at the inside, Young protected but went too deep, got 2 wheels onto the grass. That allowed Frankie Cheng to close up, but KOU took advantage, dived up the inside of Frankie Cheng and locked onto the tail of Picariello as they went through the carousel. Now let's go on board here with Frankie Cheng. You can see Alex Young trying to protect, moves right across to the extreme outside to make it hard for the young Belgian, then brakes too late. That opens the door. Frankie's ready to fire around the outside. No, Picariello goes wide, goes up the inside. But the one thing he hasn't noticed is KOU is attacked from behind and takes the position away. Frankie Cheng looks to make amends on the run down the front straight and try and go around the outside on the run to turn 1. Teams were watching on board. The 2 KCMG drivers, Nakayama and Jan Kishiel, the young TT Cup winner from last year, were making good, strong forward moves. Then it was wheels onto the wet AstroTurf for Nakayama and around he went. Let's take a look at the replay and see what happened. That was Picariello running very wide on the exit. Left Nakayama with nowhere to go. 2 wheels onto the wet AstroTurf and around the KCMG driver went. Mark Chung was the next one that got caught. He went round 2 and got bogged in the J-Fly Racing by Absolute Ultra. Up front though, it was Martin Rump defending hard from Marchie Lee. Then Marchie had to start defence. He had his long-time rival Rahel Frey close in behind. This is the last lap. She went for the dive up the inside into turn 16. Tried to beat him on the drag race down to the line. You can see just how close they got. 6/100ths of a second in the favour of the 2012 champion Marchie Lee. But there was no doubt about the winner, Martin Rump.
After a good start, I got some consistency. The car felt quite amazing, so I got some decent, consistent lap times in and kept Marchie off my back. So I think, we need to look forward to the next race now.
Everybody from Audi and even Ants was asking me, "Oh, you still got it?" When I get pole in GT Asia, when I finished second, Ben Goose was asking, "You still got it?" Yes, I still got it. Thank you.
I lost place at the start, got fourth, so this was already a bit of fighting. And then Martin already made a gap in the first few laps, and it's just so hard to catch up because everybody is such on a high level. So it's a great competition going on. It was a tough fight.
So victory to Martin Rump from Marchie Lee and Rahel Frey. That's one member of each of the service teams in the Audi R8 LMS Cup on the podium. Of course, Rump for KCMG, Marchie Lee for Phoenix Racing Asia, and Rahel Frey for Absolute Racing. So official confirmation now of the results for round 1 of the Audi R8 LMS Cup for 2016. Martin Rump takes victory for the champion racing team from Marchie Lee, Rahel Frey and Alex Jung. And Alessio Picariello, Jan Kishil, Aditya Patel and KOU, Frankie Cheng and Yuichi Nakayama round out the 10. Jeffrey Lee takes the AM class victory from Johnson Huang and Sun Jingzhu. And Vincent Florendo, Kevin Chen is the Masters Cup winner this time round from Rick Yoon, Jasper Tong and Mark Chung.
Joining the Cup full-time this year are some of the best young drivers around. Estonian Martin Rump joins as reigning champion from the Formula Masters China Series, as does Belgian Alessio Picariello, who joined the series late but won the final 5 races. Poland's Jan Kisiel won the Audi Sports TT Cup in Europe and now makes the move out east, while 16-year-old Jasper Tong raced go-karts last year and becomes the youngest driver in the Cup's history.
Well, I think it's a good step as a race driver to try and become a pro racer for us young drivers. The cars are really good and fast.
I mean, having won Formula Masters China Series last year, it was a natural step for me to step forward into Audi R8 LMS Cup.
It takes a lot of courage, and it's such a big difference from a little karts to a big car.
Racing last year in Audi Sport TT Cup, I was comparing like driving on the reverse with this car, so it's completely different world. The goal for this season is get some feeling of the rear-wheel drive car, and especially be on the podium at the end of the season.
My only goal, I would say, I want to inspire the guys in Formula Masters China Series and show them, what's their next step could be.
It would be cool if I can get some podium points and hopefully a win.
My goal is for sure to win the championship, like usual.
Only time will tell how these 4 drivers will do over the course of an entire season. But what's already clear is that the more established names in the Cup won't be having it all their own way.
They don't mean too much for me. On the track we're just cars.
Marchie Lee.
And the only one. And this is Marchie Lee.
Marchie Lee.
Marchie Lee.
One more time.
He always makes me laugh. Well, except this year, because now he's my team boss.
For sure, Marchie.
Marchie Lee.
Hello.
Can I have another go?
Local star Frankie Chen doesn't just fly the Chinese flag on the track, he's also working hard off it, trying to inspire the next generation of race stars by running a go-kart team right here in Shanghai.
Last race, I managed to get 2 times on the podium and helped me to finish second in the championship. This year, obviously, I'm targeting winning the championship. Shanghai is a home race for me, and obviously being a Chinese, I'm aiming very high. To be honest, at the moment, I am the only Chinese driver racing the R8 LMS Cup, and I'm close to 32 now. I want to see the more Chinese drivers coming through. And we have Formula 1 here, we have WEC here, we have even this year, I think, World Rally Championship here. We have held many of the best races in the world, but unfortunately, we don't have many quality drivers here in China. And I just hope that having a go-kart team here in China can help attract more younger generations come in, get their first experience in motorsport, and if they have their bigger ambitions, they can grow, and I can get them in a right way and the right direction. Shanghai as a home race of motorsports in China, having some most of the Chinese young kids are here training go-kart is a good opportunity for me to give them some tips, give them some help. So we are looking longer term to help the younger Chinese driver to coming through, and I can say the driver coming through from our team can win the World Championship at this stage, but at least to help them get closer to the top class European go-kart drivers.
So Rahel Frey will start from position number 1 for round 2 of the Audi R8 LMS Cup. Alongside her, Marchi Lee, then it's Martin Rump and Alessio Picariello. Alex Jung and Frankie Cheng will start on row 3, ahead of Jan Kishiel, Aditya Patel, Yuichi Nakayama and Ko Yu. And it's Jeffrey Lee and Johnson Huang, the two AM-class drivers alongside each other. Sun Jingzhu, Vincent Florendo, then Rick Yoon, Kevin Chen, Mark Chung and Jasper Tong. Round 2 of Audi R8 LMS Cup here at Shanghai International Circuit. Rahel Frey set the fastest time from Marchi Lee in the opening race. They will start in the front row, but Rick Yoon in the Masters car, we're not sure where he was going. He jumped the start completely. But Rahel Frey's managed to defend, reach across in front of Marchi Lee. He's got Picariello trying to go down the inside. Martin Rump on the outside, riding on board with two-time champion Alex Jung as he tries to find a position. Going around the outside here at turn 1 at Shanghai is not ideal, but he's won here 6 times, so he's got a pretty good idea of where the openings will be. Just tapping on the back of Martin Rump's champion car there, heading into turn 3. Rahel Frey continues to lead. Martin Rump has the Tida racing car all over him, the number 1 of the two-time champion. Will he be able to close in? He doesn't have a weight success parity penalty. The two cars in front of him carrying additional weight because they finished on the podium in round 1. This is Picariello going around the outside of Marchi Lee. Deja vu, this happened last time on the run down to turn 11. What'll happen this time round? The young Belgian's going to get the crossover from Marchi Lee, but that's the wrong part of the carousel to be on that long run down to turn 14. And Picariello takes the position away. Marchi Lee now leading a freight train. He's got Frankie Cheng tucked in behind him, Aditya Patel there too. They're looking for position. They need to make a move early in this race and not let the leaders get away. Rick Yoon's run has not ended well. He's just tagged the back of Jeffrey Lee on the run down to turn 14. Now it's almost 3 wide in the battle for the lead. Here's Alex Jung again going up the inside of the young Estonian. This is not where Rump needs to be. He's now caught wide. This will be a lesson in how best to negotiate this 1, 2, 3 turn complex, the opening part of the lap here at Shanghai International Circuit. The Absolute team looking on board as their man, Alessio Picariello, fires up the inside of Martin Rump and takes over position number 3 in pursuit of Alex Jung, and now goes around the outside of Alex Jung. That's a monster job around to turn number 10. A great move there by the young Belgian. That now frees him up to go after Rahel Frey as now Rump comes under fire from Frankie Cheng, who gets the run out of the corner. A little bit squirrely on the outside there for Martin Rump. It's a drag race down to turn number 16. But the Estonian has the inside, and the round 1 winner will take back the position. Getting towards the closing lap now of this second round of the 2016 championship. Rahel Frey comes through the final corner. She's got it in the bag. She's taken her second victory here at Shanghai International Circuit. Picariello, a brilliant job to cross the line in position number 2, and Alex Jung will be classified 3rd. A good points haul for the reigning champion, just ahead of Frankie Cheng, who took Martin Rump on the last lap. But it was all Rahel Frey this time round. The Swiss Miss has topped the points, and she will lead the championship after the opening event here at Shanghai International Circuit. So that makes it a 1-2 for Absolute Racing, and 3rd this time round for the reigning champion and Phoenix Racing Asia.
It's definitely nice just to win a race when we have a new car, so it really makes it special, but the team has made such a great job. My car was just perfect. I was flying. I'm really, really happy.
For sure, I'm happy with this result. As for the team, it's 1-2. But Rahel was really fast. I did everything to catch her, but yeah, I could catch up, but the difference was too small.
I think at every race we go to, the top 10 will be all within a second. So you have to make sure you don't make any mistakes. You know? For us, we had a bad qualifying yesterday, and after that, if I could have just got 20 points for the weekend, I would have been happy.
A great victory in the end. Very happy Absolute Racing team. Rahel Frey takes position number 1 and a good bag of points from Alessio Picariello and Alex Jung, the 2-time champion. And victory to Johnson Huang in the AM Cup from Sun Jingzhu and Jeffrey Lee, whilst Masters Cup winner Kevin Chen goes back-to-back. So victory to Rahel Frey in round 2 of the Audi R8 LMS Cup from Alessio Picariello, Alex Jung and Frankie Cheng. Martin Rump was 5th from Aditya Patel and Yuichi Nakayama. And Machi Lee, KOU and Jan Kischel round out the top 10. And it's AM class winner Johnson Huang from Sun Jingzhu and Jeffrey Lee. Jasper Tong finishes in position 14 ahead of Masters Cup winner Kevin Chen, Vincent Florendo, Mark Chung and Rick Yoon. By virtue of her victory in round 2, Rahel Frey now leads the championship points heading to Thailand from Martin Rump, Alessio Picciarello, Alex Jung, Machi Lee, Frankie Cheng, Aditya Patel, Jan Kischel, Yuichi Nakayama and KOU. In the AM Cup classification, Johnson Huang leads the points from Jeffrey Lee and Sun Jingzhu. And in the Masters Cup, it's all Kevin Chen from Mark Chung and Rick Yoon.
With new drivers sharing the podium with some more experienced drivers, it seems to be it's going to be a fantastic and competitive season all year round. Next up, we'll all be heading to Thailand in July, so see you very soon.